So here's Kyle. We're in Starbucks, having spent for my blog readers £5 on this shitty thing, and it's just taken me half an hour to get on. Victoria didn't know that the signal is so shit it takes half an hour to get on. However, Kyle here. Now what did you just say? You said something about, is there any way...
Is there any way back?
That's it. Right. Kyle and I are talking about nobody communicates anymore. His generation, he's 25. I mean, that's what you were telling me, wasn't it? Nobody communicates, everybody's sending these messages. Right. Well, I've been on a 2-year mission. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, as we all know, I'm not gay. I don't know about him, right? I've been on a 2-year mission for looking for somebody. It's like an adventure almost. Looking for somebody who was honest and communicated well.
There's not enough in the world, is there?
Huh?
There's just not enough in the world.
No?
As I was saying, all your close friends and then these social networks, they just do not communicate with you if they've been your friend for 20 years. They just cannot be honest. I don't know what's wrong with society, really. Why? What's wrong with doing that? Talking face to face. You can't do it that way, and then you can't do it this way with the social networks. Where do we go from here? It's crazy.
I'll tell you where you go. No, because that was he's good, I like it. But we started with Victoria, and Victoria got it in the neck, but she gave me a free coffee thing here. Victoria's okay. Now, what we do is we look for people. I've just found one. A miracle. No, not you. See, he thinks it's him. No. I've been back and forth to Batley. But in here is my charger. I'm off grid. Do you know what that means?
No.
Off grid is when you haven't got electricity. And I rely on an electrical unit off my car battery. But they all lie in Macklin. That's where you get them from. And I have just, a miracle's occurred. I was in there for the 5th time in a year. Right? There's me. 5th time in a year. Thousands of people read my blog, by the way. And I can't be bothered to get angry or arsey with them. The young man who served me was honest with me. I even asked him if I could film him. He communicated perfectly. He was honest. He told me that, because he gave me a choice of a couple of products there as a replacement. He said, this one people bring it back all the time because it's rubbish. This one I don't. And I said, you've changed my life, because I'm hearing somebody at last be honest. And that's all you can do is look. Now I'd imagined that it would be impossible to find anyone. And I told him, I want to make a film of you. I want to put you on my camera. Most people would say, well, get arsey. And he would say, you can do what you want, okay? Right? My image is what is free to give if I choose it. I'm giving you my image, okay? Full stop. Neither honest, and so there is hope. Don't give up hope, Kyle. I had given up hope, okay?
See, one of the things I've heard is, you just said about the guy.
Yeah.
It's at my workplace, which legally I'm not allowed to discuss what that place is.
Ooh, interesting.
Because I can, because of the way these things work. If you say something on their back, then if you get in trouble, you can lose your job, which is ridiculous anyway. But all I'll reveal is that I work in sales.
Is it for the government or private?
It's
private.
It's private, yeah. And you're selling a product, and the best thing is to be honest, like that bloke.
Yeah.
Oh, this one sells more. This one doesn't, I don't like this one, you might, and you give a real honest answer instead of going, well yeah, this one sells alright, this one sells alright, but this one sells the best, when actually some of them might not sell bloody tall, but you have to sell it because the company needs the money, and when you're honest, and then someone above you sees you doing that, you get in trouble for it.
Yeah, but but you see what you need to do, here's the other thing, right? Britain is a country of nasty little middle-aged, middle mentality, middle brains, right? Yeah. It's quite simple. Even I was brought up by a reasonably wealthy family, but I went to state school, okay? And my family had nothing to do with me. Even I know if you want to get something done in this world, you write to the boss, right?
Yeah.
Now I told this guy I met him, I'm going to go home and write to your boss, the chairman, and insist you get promoted, because you've told me nobody's been honest with me, and probably, maybe in 30 years of shopping, only 3 or 4 people have been honest, and you've just been honest. And that's what I want, that's all I want. I don't even need brilliant value for money. I just need a bit of honesty, and I'm going to insist to your boss right at the top, forget the middlemen, I'm going to insist to your boss right at the top, and I'm going to write 10 letters to the BBC that you are promoted, and he will get promoted. That's what you have to make sure he gets promoted.
Yeah.
If simple as.
They always keep the honest people down because they know if they lose them in the situation they're in, if it's in retail, then they're going to have effects on their sales, because if they promote that person, they're not going to be able to do the job they did, and then they've got to find someone else, and there's the fear of not having that quality there. That's what I've found in my position. The amount of times I've been told I can go up, and then all of a sudden, well, no, I'm going to have to wait a little longer. It's always been that way, and it becomes a little bit irritating.
But as the economy contracts, which it's going to do, we all know that, and as the green issues become more important, which they must, European law dictates, I think you're going to find that good value in terms of also a good product that lasts will gradually come back into fashion.
Yeah.
So honesty may come back into fashion, even in sales.
I mean, I'm sure that most products on sale are of good quality, but not as good as some of them. They might do the job for a short amount of time, but they're not as good as the other one that will be the one you're looking for. But because the other one is a best-selling product and makes more money for that company, they'll try to entice that one more. That's what's wrong, is what I find more than anything. So, whereas the one that might be a couple of quid more, if it doesn't sell as much, that's the one they're looking for, but they don't promote it because...
Go on, name the company.
I can.
Otherwise I'll blackmail you.
I'm very loyal to the company.
Kyle Lydon. We'll find out.
I'm very, very loyal to the company. And there's nothing wrong with the company, but it's the same with all companies.
Backpedaling now,
It's just the way it is,
Let's just see how shit Starbucks. It is really shit, their Wi-Fi. Very slow. We get better than that in hay. Oh, that's appalling. It's pathetic. No, I'm uploading the video of the Macklin man already. I told him. He told me the truth. I'm taking my time to make sure. It's pathetic. Anyway, I'm going to run out of film. But it's the non-communication thing. That's the thing, and the blocking. You get that, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Never been blocked yet, but it could happen to me, and I'm going to be very honest, it would make me, like you said, emotionally upset, because you think you're friends with those people, and then they just...
But it's not, life is about being human. The human being we're a tribal animal, and we have to learn, we have our fights, we have to learn to deal with them and make it better.
Instead of just cutting it off.
The cutting off is lethal. Kids are doing it terribly now, and it's turning them into. Do you know what the word narcissist means?
Heard of it,
yeah.
But
it's self-love. Self-love. It's like I am so important. Whatever I do is the ultimate. I press my block button, and that's it.
Yeah.
No, that's not what human beings are. It's very dangerous. Yeah. And it's so interesting that you say that none of your generation are communicating anymore.
No, they're not. Well, it's the only way I can use to describe it is it's devastating, because years back, just chit-chatting away, meet people, get on with them, form relationships out of it, whether it was boy and girl or just being friends with a girl or being friends with a guy. And now, anyone that you talk to, if you're a guy talking to a girl, this is what we were saying about England being obsessed with sex, is that people just think if you want to be friends with a woman, you want the end result.
Well, that's usually the case.
Usually, but it's not. And everybody needs to get that out of their mind.
Yeah. But also, when things, with family getting weird with each other on Facebook, that is where it starts to get ridiculous. And I'm seeing more and more of that. Okay, it happens between. I do legal cases and I see it all the time. It's this Wi-Fi is a joke here. It's really
It's weird that you can only get it on this side of the building and not over that side of the building. That's
which Victoria didn't know, otherwise she would have got a recommendation today as well. Anyway, there we go. Oh well, interesting talking to Kyle Lydon. Yeah. Do you want to know what the most interesting thing in the world is though? If you've got an unusual name, you're different in terms of the future.
Is that a lot of people now have got my name, Kyle.
Yeah, but the combination of your surname and your Christian name, that's got to be quite unusual. Society will become differentiated into those who are almost alone on the internet by name, and those who are John Jones or Mary Williams.
Yeah.
They really will. They will. It's quite. Think about that one. It makes quite a difference. Anyway, there we go. It's going to take forever.